Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to kwame's welcome to my video, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you again. I don't know, the need for teaching people is growing more and more, and I find use for me teaching you guys more things more often. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to basically do this. Where you're going to have an image come through the camera revealing another shot in mind. Alright? And I normally use like 3 or 2 steps, very simple steps that you can do if you have the application Premer-Pro. And I understand you need this application as well, and I'm planning to do a tutorial on that, on where you can get Premer-Pro as well. It's an app that you pay, but if you know your way around the internet, yeah, it's not the most recommended, but you need the app, you need it done. So basically this is what you do. So we'll get into the video right now. Let's go. So first things first, as we always do, we come here, we new project, or rather it will just pop up here, and then we say new project. Okay, so the new project, what we're basically trying to do is have an image where we have, let's say, for instance, we have how do I put this? Let me use this for now. I'm holding something, that's on. Let's say I have this thing right here, right? I will have my subject or object move completely across the frame, and having myself, remember, when you're doing these kinds of edits, you need to plan while shooting it. So it's never something that you can try and fix within a video. It's normally very difficult when trying to do that. So here we go. So the name we're typing, we'll give it a name, reveal. I don't know how to spell reveal. Reveal, okay? Okay, and then after that, we are going to be we look for footage that can actually help us do such a thing. Now, I will be looking for stock footage, or rather, just something to go over. Like for the same video we did, let me just look for the video itself and look for videos that we can use. Okay, I found the same clips that I used in the clip. We're going to be using that. And before we move on, I remember I told you some time back that when importing things in Premer-Pro, normally you just drag and drop. That wasn't the best idea or the best way of doing things. The best way of doing things is you select your files over there, and then you create a new folder within, let's call it, let's rename it, and let's just call it, rename, we'll call it bypass, yeah, that's the best we could do. Okay, now we control click on the pictures we want, we drop them inside the folder, and then what you do, cool thing, I didn't even know this existed, you drag the folder in itself, the same way we drag the picture and drop it in Premer-Pro in your timeline or importing box. We just click it, come over here, drop it, and guess what? It automatically creates a file for you where you don't have to just have things scattered. You have it arranged and be organized. And remember, organization is the best and most important thing you want in doing whatever you're doing, okay? So as you can see, it has given us a folder. As we open it, we'll see we have our 2 folders here where I'm sweeping, and we have me where I'm washing. Now, the effect is so simple, okay? First things first, we just click and drag and drop it over there on our timeline, drop the media here to create a sequence in our sequence. We drop me cleaning in the footage of me cleaning, drop it there, and then normally, as you can see, it will create a new sequence. This is the sequence in itself, okay? So we move to the next one, you pick me when I'm cleaning. Let me just do, because it's long, I'll do this, I'll double click it. It'll give me a bar here where I can preview the footage and then decide how long or how much of the video I want. So I want it from there. No, wait, I'll start it from there. I press I to press my input. Let's go forward, and then I want it to be the same as this. So let's just yes. 30 frames per second. 30 frames per second. Okay, as you've seen, when I click here, you see the frames per second really short. So I want that clip to end there. I press out. That's my out point. Press the clip. I press out. That's my out point. I click. I drag it. It's still not the same, but it will serve purpose. It will serve a purpose. Okay. So as we agreed, same thing with this as well. Let me just delete it so that we see what I did over there as well. The footage here, I will double click it as well. Now in this footage, as you can notice, I planned the shot right about here. When I'm cleaning, I did it purposefully. When I'm brushing, I completely brushed, having myself go completely across the screen. I had the broom go fully across the screen, where I blocking from the beginning of the frame to the end for the effect to be successful. If you have a picture that just starts halfway like this and doesn't go all the way, it will be a hassle for you. So as you can see there, I did all the way, and that's where I decided I'm going to do that trick, or rather that edit. Okay, so I want it from, let's say, around there. I put my in point, I tick, I grab, I drop it there. Let me see if it's good enough. So I'm selecting the footages like this, simple stuff. Let me put it here where it's much clearer. Now what we do now is both these footages are independent of their own. What we want to do, we want to put one layer on top of the other. Now we do not need the audio clip down here. Normally what Premer-Pro gives you, where the footage is up here and there's the audio sequence or line. So I'll not need them completely. I'll just delete them, and then this is the video where I have myself swiping across. Good. And then I'll have this over here. I take this, I put it on top, right about there, and then yes. Okay, so far so good. You see what happens is, if I just hide that layer over there, you see it's showing you what is below, and what is below is the footage of me cleaning the sink, or rather washing the dishes. So let us start. We will take ourselves to over here to the beginning of the footage. Now the effects are about to start about there, so we'll just play along. We play until we see the first right about there. You see this space right there. So what we'll do, we will go to our effects control up above here, and then we will come and select the masking tool, free bezier tool, free bezier, and this will help us create a mask. Mask is basically like a blanket where we're hiding one part of the screen so that another part of the screen can be shown. Very simple, right? So we begin. We press, as you can see, that space right there. We want it to begin, our mask to begin when the broom starts revealing itself. So I will click here. What we'll do, we'll toggle all this. We'll mask path, mask feather, mask opacity, and mask extension, and then we will click on the mask again so that it comes up, and then we just click there. Alright, so as when we click, normally I click down here and then press forward. As you can see, it has started, so I click another part of, just move this, I just click another part of the screen, I select it over there. So I'll do this real quick so that you guys, or let me just show you until you get the gist. So basically I'm just selecting points of where I want my video to begin. Okay, as you can see, very simple stuff, guys, very simple. So I'm going to take this, push it, my bad. As you can see exactly what I mean, what I'm talking about. So let me just correct something real quick. Okay, so this is where our first point is. We'll push it to this side. I'll explain in a few minutes what I'm doing. Okay, I'll click there, and then I'll just come all the way down here, and then I'll come up here, just push this. Let me just try and push it past one. Then this is normally the problem I'm having when it comes to, okay, I'll do this, have it over there, and then eventually we're done. Okay, so as you can see, what you need to do is come here on your effects and control again, come to your mask which you selected from the free bezier, free drop bezier, and then you will click invert. That will revert your footage back to the original one, which is on top, which is right here, which will be good to go. Okay, so now the second thing we'll need to do is, now because we selected all this mask path, mask feather, mask path is now, you see these dots right here, these are our key points where it will track the motion of the clip and have it follow it to the end, right? Okay, I hope we're on the same page. I'm not so good at teaching, I just realized. But I do my best. So you get the point. After that, we make sure it's good to the shape. We come to the clip over here, we just press up here, press to the next frame, adjust. This is the problem I normally get. When you have the points very close to each other, it's very difficult to try and reposition them. As you can see, the hassle I'm having. So if you need an extra pin tool, just click there and then you pull it to have the extra spaces that are there. Click down here, next frame, push to this side, and then push as well to this side, and then click again, next frame. Very simple. Anyone can do it, man. It's just ukae chini tu ujiambie cheki bro. This stuff lazima tuelewe, lazima tujue. And I didn't go to school to any of this. I just self-taught, self-learned. That's something. But yeah. So yeah, you can do it. Next frame. Okay, now you get it. I'm going to zoom fast, play fast, so that you guys do not get bored with watching me doing this all day. So. Off the screen is, first of all, we noticed that there are a number of things here. What are these? Let's just zoom in, we see what they are. They are key points. As I told you, these individual keys as well, we've animated the whole thing, where if we play prepay and see you see this mask that they're moving with the brush. I had to animate them physically so that they move together with each and every stroke of it. Okay, so just one thing you also need to realize, as you can see, there is this black thing over here. What I normally do to get rid of it, because it's normally a menace, you just click the mask, and then what you do, you'll grab it and throw it at the back, and you're done. You see, it created a key point here where we move the animation, or rather the selected part of the screen further, so that when we play, just watch, when we do our thing, it's coming with the broom. Ha! You see, it's like it's magic. It's magic, G. It's magic. Like you wouldn't notice it, and then it comes. The broom will take your attention, and then voila, we have my face and everything. Like the broom is sweeping away the next scene. Now imagine kaingekuwa, waje ni notice wase wanaundanga people make films out of objects in your home. So I'm thinking like this could be an animal. If the mouth is open, that's when it's like not vulnerable. Sorry, when it's closed, that's when it's vulnerable, because you can shoot it here and hurt it. So it's like, if it sees you, oh my goodness, you're dead. Oh my, but you're vulnerable, so your teammate could shoot missiles. Why so violent, Brian? Why so violent? What? Did you even see how smooth that thing was? Let's just see it one more time. Like, you don't even notice it until you'll have to play back and see what you just saw. Guys, you see up here? Yeah, these are the few mistakes which you need to go through. That's why you play again your videos. These are the few mistakes, and to correct that will be very simple. You just click the clip up there, press the mask, and then you just enlarge your thing over there, and you will be good to go. Again, when you render, quick stuff. Okay, now it's rendered out, it's good to go. Let's play it back, let's see how it looks. I'm sweeping, I'm saying heavy stuff, and you know what? You never know, whatever happens. La la la, la di da. Sweep, boom. Again, you see it's gone. We could see it kidogo hapa, but it's something you can correct take just by, because you see the keyframe right here. I mean, when it reached there, that's when it corrected it. You can do it early, or you can push this thing just early up and Yuma, and then everything will be good. So that's the whole point, that's the basic idea. And guys, remember, if you guys love what you're seeing here, let me just stop this right here. If you guys like what you're seeing, just remember, practice makes perfect. Nobody does a skill and then all of a sudden, practice makes perfect. So when you decide where to store, because the storage told me you can't store there. So whenever you make anything or create anything, remember, you become a craftsman of your skill by practicing. Same thing with this, practice makes perfect. I blundered many times, like 5 to 6, 7. If you watch my previous vlogs, there's some things I was doing, you're like, what was that exactly? So this is the basic idea, and this is also the same idea I use when I'm vlogging with myself. I use the same, got cut off Kiasi, but basically that's what we're doing. That's the basic idea of this thing. Practice makes perfect, and perfect makes money. Makes a business. I'm doing this because a friend of mine asked how I did it, and before previously a lot of guys asked me how I do the things I do, so I decided, why not, let me just show you guys how I do this, so that you can also become film creators, or rather you get inspired by the same art that you make, just from my art, that you can be inspired. That's great, guys. Do it, go for it 100%. Okay. And just a little history. This friend of mine, we met at very weird circumstances, but that's a story for another day. But this is the basic outline of you to do, and basically you should be right, you should be okay. Remember, stay safe, don't do drugs, and always remember, I used to do this. Remember, talk to Jesus. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Hello, Max. I know you're wondering, how is Brian, your boy, be able to animate things like this? And you're wondering, Brian, is this true? Are you able to walk the walk? Are you able to talk the talk? Are you able to hand the hand? I think I'm making more sense than you ever imagined, bro. Ha! Guess what? It's a kwame thing. Tell me if you like this, if this makes sense. Like, we could do it. I could tell you a story right now of how you and some shore over there ended up breaking up. It's tragic. But it's no longer your mistake. Neither is it mine, nor theirs. We never know who it is for. So we never hold grudges, we just let things go. You know, that's the way things. And whenever you want to take a step, you know, you can always count on me. Whenever you wanna run, or like Tegam say, like it's okay. Like, I got you, boy. Like, I can move my limbs freely, and just, you know, it's how things work around here, bro. And if you want to do the signature move, I got you, bro. Like, this is how animation can be done without you. And yeah, nimeshtuka tu, yani naweza fanya hii stuff bila headache, stress. Wah, broski, siamini bado. Like, manze, umejua imekuwa struggle, na sasa hii ni njia ya kuimprove story zetu na kutela story. So I got you. Come with it, bro.